So this is my first impressions of the Industrial Collection Glass Set by caz.beauty. As you can see, it comes in this nice little box. It says, "These are not tools, they are weapons for truth." So something to think about, I would say. And then opening up the box, it comes like this. I have taken them out before, so it was a bit more securely in there than this. This cardboard back is like a very thick insert you can actually take out. I actually had to take it out to be able to physically get this out because it was not budging at first. So yeah, pretty simplistic, but I quite like how chic it looks with all the piercing details. So stay tuned to see demos of all three products. Okay, so we have the brow product, the highlighter, and the mascara. Something just went in my eye and it's gone behind my eye now, so I think we won't start with the mascara. Maybe let's start with the brow gel because I've never actually used a little comb like this, and I've never used a product you have to dip into before. So just have a close-up little look. It's literally a tiny little comb, not much to it. I don't think there's even any branding on it. It's literally just a black comb. And then the brow gel comes in this little pot here, and it's pretty see-through. As you can see my finger behind that. It's completely see-through, completely clear. So this is kind of before. I would normally just kind of brush them up anyways. Okay, I'm just reading now. It's literally just says, "Dip applicator comb into Browlacq, comb hairs up and out, lock in place by gliding flat end of applicator comb along brows." So you are supposed to just dip it in there. Kind of feels wrong too, to be honest. I don't know, I'm gonna just take a little bit, try to disperse it a bit before I actually get the brows where I want them to be. It's looking quite wet. Now, I'm not the type to kind of do a bit of a laminated brow. I think because on me, I worry that it'll look a bit crazy because my brows are quite long, as you can see here, without trimming them or anything. So I'll just keep trying to kind of buff this into the brow. Now that there's like less product, it's slightly drying down. Like, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about it, honestly. I think it's nice. Obviously there's a bit of a shine. We'll see if it kind of stays a bit of a shine or kind of dies down a little bit. I don't mind a bit of a shine either way. I know some people obviously do the laminated brow look where they actually press down. That's fine. Personally, I don't really want to do that right now because, like I said, it might look a bit crazy on me. But I'm not sure if I showed you, but last time I literally had this kind of amount of product. I'm not sure if that's a lot or not a lot compared to other brow gels. Okay, here are both brows done with Browlacq. What do we think? Obviously, I could have gone with more of a laminated or whatever you want to call it brow, just where the brows are more angled, but I personally just try to do the normal shape that I normally try to create with any other brow gel. I think it worked pretty well. I do like there's like a soft shine. It doesn't feel like it's completely dried down just yet, but we will see if it actually does fully dry down or not. So far so good, I think, for my first, especially for my first product that's actually a dipping brow product. So it does describe itself as a top coat for your brows. It delivers a laminated effect without the commitment, so just without actually laminating your brows. The clear soap-like formula grips every brow hair. A hairspray-inspired film former envelopes every brow hair and keeps in place for hours, while glycerin conditions and adds a wet-like shine. Yeah, vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free. I have not noticed any flakes while applying it or anything. Whatever was in my eye seemed to have calmed down, so we're gonna try the Rubberlash. It says it uses proprietary latex lift technology. Concentrated polymers and waxes grip the lashes for a better hold and sculpt lashes one by one, root to tip. Deliver up to 16 hours of smudge-proof wear. It envelopes the lashes in a flexible, glossy film with no smearing, no flaking. Just major volume and light as air lift. Vegan, cruelty-free, paraben-free. It describes the shade just as an inky black. So I've already curled my lashes. This is what they look like with nothing on. Just comes in this. We have the little piercing detail here. There's also Isamaya here. The thing just fell off just by me pressing on it. It is on the floor, it's not lost, I can see it. It's quite strange. I wonder if it's actually broken because with the lip lacks you actually screw the ball on, But this, there's no screws. It looks like it was just maybe like held into place. I'll have a look at the ball in a second. We'll just try this on properly first. So this is what the wand looks like. It's kind of curved a little bit. Lots of little plasticky spikes. Oh, that's quite interesting too, actually. Once I got rid of the stuff on the tip actually does have spikes of its own. Okay, wow, look at that. Okay, so on this eye is where the Rubberlash is. I've just put one coat on the top lashes. Okay, so I have all lashes coated just with one coat. I do think that this eye did come out a little bit more. There was a little bit more of a thick coat with this eye. With some mascaras, it just feels like it irritates my eye a bit if I get it too close to the lash line. But I have not had that with this one. If you remember how my lashes were curled before, I don't think they are holding the curl, which is quite common for me with my lashes. At this current time, I only have one mascara, which I feel like holds my curl. So yeah, it's quite a common issue for me to have them not hold the curl, but I'm not sure what that says about the mascara, but just a little note. Update on the ball that fell out of the packaging. I found it on the floor. It looks like it just has these little kind of nubs. So I don't think it's actually broken. These little nubs feel like they're on a spring, so I think they can just come out just in case you need to take the piercing bit out. Okay, I think I fixed it now. So yeah, it wasn't actually broken. Back in there, it looks fine. Take it out like that, and I was just kind of holding it like that when it came out, so. Okay, last but not least, we have Skinlacq. Sweat and Shine. Skinlacq is glass skin in a bottle. In one universal shimmer-free shade, the makeup skincare hybrid can be used before makeup application to deliver the smoothest glide, or after makeup to add a natural-looking luminosity. Multifunctional emollients lock in moisture and add a translucent shine and bounce, while 3 different weights of hyaluronic acid plump up the skin. Shake before use and apply without caution on cheeks, eyes, and all over face for a flushed, healthy sheen. Like humidity on tap, vegan, cruelty-free, and paraben-free. They also say you can use it to mix in a few drops of this into your foundation. So I'll just be using this today as a bit of a highlighter, I think. This bottle is pretty cool. Obviously, we've got the little piercing detail here. You can just see the lovely shine it has through the bottle, and it has a little pipette pump. So this is without. I literally just haven't powdered this area. Kind of dab. I hope it doesn't disturb the makeup too much underneath. So a bit on the brow bone. It does have a bit of a scent to it. I'm not really sure. Kind of reminds me. It is a nice scent, I will say that at least. I'm not sure if it's just reminded me of skincare, like from classic brands maybe. But I will say you kind of can see the texture it has there. It kind of reminds me of snail mucin or something. Quite interesting, isn't it? It definitely has a pearlescence to it. Kind of maybe a champagne-y kind of pearlescence. Pretty much completely sheer. I'm curious as well if, for example, like a lot of the time if I have something kind of glossy on my lids, when I like look up and do stuff like this, my lashes will touch the lid and then kind of transfer mascara or kind of mess up wherever I put on the lid type thing. That probably would happen because, I mean, it makes sense, right? Okay, so that is Skinlacq. It really does create a really nice, I mean, it is quite, you know, it sounds kind of gross saying sweat-like, you know what I mean? But it is definitely more of a natural kind of glow, I guess, with some pearlescence put into it type thing. I do quite like it. I can imagine there's it on my forehead as well. I can imagine it being quite nice, just, you know, like it said, to make the base glowier, maybe to add a little bit extra glow to a no makeup day, stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really liking it. Okay, so that's all 3 of these products tested out. Let me know what you think about them down below. Do you have a favorite of the 3? I honestly feel like maybe Skinlacq is kind of selling itself to me right now. Yeah, let me know what you think about these in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.